All right, good morning, Vietnam. I'm Seabass. I'm going to go to another game review of Risk Capital Conquest. This is a game review from way back when. Uh, Green is a bot and he's going to cap in my bonus, so that's definitely going to slow down my expansion. Yellow is going to cap at the bottom on the left. Blue is going to take the bonus right next to me. Not good news, but we'll have to deal with this. I can probably go for Italy or Germany. Both seems fine and also empty. Green has a lot of material here, so if I want to take Italy, I should remove green as much as possible. Looks like this is what I'm going for. All right, it was smart not to take it on the first turn. Attacking with the capital would have been risky and potentially lose me the game. Let's see, yellow and blue wants to be friends. We'll need a good alliance till the end. I would love it if blue would remove his troop from my continent, but obviously it's not something that needs to be done right away because I'm nowhere near slamming that cap. Orange and Orient. It's not a super good cap, but it's not the end of the world. It's a decent one. He's also protecting his capital well. I think he's playing good. Blue is being wise, using these troops to claim his bonus. This is also a natural defense for him. Should reinforce a little bit on his cap. All right, 5 is still safe for the most part. Just want to make sure nobody goes for it, even if it's not a good roll. Green's definitely gonna buff a little bit of his defense over here. All right, I'll be going for Italy. Maybe just claiming Germany, but I'm not sure I will. I could put the rest on the cap. Yeah, because that 3 doesn't block anything. Looks good to me. Let's just claim a bonus and see what happens. Red has 2 bonus already, but he has a terrible cap. So I would not worry too much about red. I don't think he's that great. Yellow got a little bit unlucky with his dice. Orange going to continue to go for Orient. Blue's going to ask me to attack yellow. Sure, you attack yellow and I'll follow, but like, what do you want to attack from yellow? Yellow has no bonus and nothing. So are you expecting me to just steal his cap? Red's going to send an alliance request. We'll see what he wants to do. So it looks like blue just wants to give orders. He just wants me to attack yellow, but like where? And he's not going to help. Whatever. So blue's probably not a top player either. All right, red wants to be a friend, so maybe I can claim Germany. It would lock my cap though. I would definitely prefer to go for Eastern Europe, but there's so many green material. I'm not sure I can do it fast. So yeah, I think on this turn, Germany seems to be the best plan for me. I didn't go at it the right way. I should have attacked this territory first. This way I can go all the way. But I got bad dice anyway, so it doesn't change much. At least I'm claiming it. We'll see who wants to challenge me for it. Hopefully nobody does. All right, at least yellow fortified on his cap. Orange finally going to claim Orient. It's a big bonus, so that's going to be very beneficial for him. He's keeping some defense against blue. We'll see if that creates tensions down the road. Blue is going to go for a second bonus. At least blue is an aggressive player because he asked me to attack somebody. So I would expect him generating more troops is going to be beneficial because he's going to slam them into people. And I'll definitely help to kill whoever he chooses to attack. This is how we progress the game. He asked me again to attack yellow. I'm really not sure what that's about. I assume he means down there, but like he doesn't have the bonus, so why would I even bother? 6 troops for yellow. Unlikely he's gonna get that bonus now. All right. And he's left some troops to get it next turn. I think that's smart. Orange is gonna lock his cap, but work on Russia. Not sure if red's gonna let him have it. Blue is really focused on yellow. No idea why. All right, red's gonna go for France, maybe break me. That could be bad. All right, looks like we're still friends. So he goes for France. And where does he leave his troops? All right, split defense. I do like the guard over there. It just guards from every position possible. All right, claim a few more territories. Didn't do much on this turn, but definitely wanted to. I'm looking at the name of the territories to see where I want my bonus to be. Yeah, so keeping a set on 5s in case it gets broken, I can punch back. Red's finally gonna claim Russia. I'm gonna ask red if he wants to attack orange. I don't think it's a good move on my part because I cannot help red break orange. If he breaks Russia, I cannot do anything to help him out. So I don't think it's a good move to ask me to attack somebody that I can't help with. It's just a little bit of a bad move on my part. I had my hopes up when red didn't get a card over there. I thought maybe he was going to break Russia just to get a card, but he didn't. All right, I'm going to go for my bonus and claim a second cap. Seems like a good idea to me. I'm going to be generating 6 troops a turn more. So whatever I lost to get this, I should be able to get it back soon. Yellow is wise to put his cap strong, because I really think blue is going for it. And if he has a set, he might even go now, so you want to be able to resist as much as possible. Because even with 30 troops for blue, it might be hard to get the cap, or at least not 100% sure. Orange is going to put a lot of defense. That's going to put pressure to red. Maybe that starts a war between the two of them. Both of them are definitely strong. All right, blue is going to lock his stack, so he won't be able to go for the cap. All right, he's going to let her stack out. It's definitely not friendly to yellow, but yellow has a set on 5 next turn, so I don't think that's smart. It's just asking to get slammed, and then nothing good comes out of this. And even if he doesn't get slammed, it's going to be extremely hard to take yellow's capital after he gets a set. Looks like I'm going to be adding some troops just to be able to take a card. Not sure red's going to like this. Not sure if red just wanted to draw cards in there or if he had plans to claim Spain. We'll see, I guess. It was dumb to slam green out of this because yellow cannot get his bonus anyways. Looks like yellow also had a pretty bad set. Or maybe he just lost too many troops attacking that stack anyways. It would have been much smarter to attack blue over here. Orange and red still leading this board. I'm not far behind, and that's fine to me. It would definitely be easier for me to attack red if orange asked me to do it. Red's gonna bomb his defense, which I have no problems with. I think it could be beneficial for the both of us if we keep drawing in there in the trading cards. But maybe red sees it differently. We have a wild card on 5, not sure if we need to use it. Very curious if blue is going to slam his troops into yellow at some point. Orange is slowly going to go for Eastern Europe. When he finally gets that bonus, I think it's going to be very unfair. Hoping that will start a war between him and anyone else. I would love to join. I'm putting most of my troops on this capital because it's open. This one is completely locked. I would still love to put a few more troops, but really the majority of my troops being here is fine. All right, we don't need to use wildcards, and we get a little extra defense for having the bonus. I don't like that I put my troops there. Does it connect? Oh yeah, maybe it connects, so it doesn't matter too much. For a second, I thought it wasn't connecting. And if red doesn't attack this territory specifically, I don't have a card. But I think it's fine. A lot of defense over there, so there's definitely chances for something big happening between the two of them. Whoever decides to strike first. I would assume it will be red, just because he also has stack advantage. So if I would be orange, I would remove my defense to 5. And if red wants to break, he breaks, but at least you save 20 troops. Because both of them raising their stacks is just losing you more the time he decides to slam you. I didn't really look at how much everyone is making a turn, but it looks like red is making more than orange because he's creeping up on the lead right now. And it seems like I'm also generating more than orange. Because orange didn't attack any stack of green, so he didn't lose many troops, I believe. That's also the problem with putting defense everywhere, is that you don't have a stack to punch back in case you get broken. So if people decide to break you, it's really hard for you to counterattack or just to position your troops again. Red's attacking to asking to attack orange. Looks like blue's gonna go for it. Not sure if blue and red are friends as well, but it's definitely the best timing red could hope for to go bad to orange. Because there was no chance of orange being broken here, but now there is. So red should definitely take this opportunity to break orange. Yep, that makes sense. I don't think I will get involved, like at least not now. I would definitely love to help, but smashing a stack of orange just gonna be asking for trouble. So just take a card and pass and see what happens. And if people wants to move out of Russia or whatever, I can follow and break him afterwards. Orange is gonna send an alliance request. I'm gonna accept and see what he wants, but obviously he wants me to attack blue or red. I definitely won't be doing that. Looks like orange is going to be mostly passive. It doesn't seem like he's slamming troops into any of them. All right, he's going to break blue. Double break. Yellow is happy, obviously, because Blue's been a dick to him the entire game. I think orange cap's a little bit weak. It could be possible for blue to put all his troops there and claim his cap. Also, red has a good line on him. So it would suck being in orange shoes, but I would put most of my troops on my cap just to survive. I know I won't be able to have a bonus, but like I want to be as hard as possible to get killed. And then usually people just stop attacking you at that point. Because it definitely is very expensive to kill someone unless his cap is weak. Alright, we have a set on 5. We do need to use a wildcard. Luckily for us, we had both wildcards. Yellow asking me to attack blue. I have no reasons to side with yellow, because yellow has no troops and no way to help. Alright, looks like yellow's gonna be mad and attack me because I didn't attack blue, and now you just made yourself another enemy. So I'm gonna break the alliance from yellow, and now you definitely don't get anything. I think that was a little bit dumb from yellow. I understand them being mad, but I still don't think it's smart. Orange is gonna break blue at the bottom, but he should have also broken this bonus. It just makes no sense to let blue generate troops. Not sure what's happening with blue. Not sure if he's disconnecting, because also it seems like my connection is lagging. Or at least it was at the moment. All right, blue has disconnected from the game. Definitely surprising. Is red going for orange cap? Not yet. But he's definitely lining up for it. All right, now I'm going to leave a good stack in front of yellow. Now you have no cards to take over there. At least now you can claim your bonus because blue is out of this game. But since you made an enemy out of me, I'm probably not going to let it. So this is why you should have been patient and wait. Because now you don't have a friend in me. Orange should still break, just because in case blue comes back in the game, at least he wouldn't have these extra troops. So even if blue is disconnecting, just break his bonus. It's beneficial for you. And also that stack of 29 isn't necessary no more. Unless he comes back, but still, these troops would have been more useful on your cap, but at least he fortifies cap a little bit. Looks like red is removing orange territory, maybe even gonna claim Russia. Not sure what's the plan here. He could claim Russia and leave a stack of 50 in front. It would be very hard for orange to do anything about it. All right, I'm gonna break blue because I don't like when people quit and then come back in the game 5 minutes later. They still have a big amount of troops. I think orange shouldn't fortify troops here. Okay, if it's to go bad to red, that's fine. It's definitely the best chance orange had at breaking red, even though it's just one bonus. It does feel good to get your revenge on somebody. I'm gonna be first in troops now. Red shouldn't have any problem removing orange from here. Might even be able to remove everything from orange. It's going to put some extra defense to make sure it doesn't get broken. All right, I'm going bad to red now. I'm not sure why, but I've decided to go bad to red. All right, interesting play. It's definitely a good timing since most red troops are locked. That 60 is open and that 40 as well, but it's locked. It's open only in a way that doesn't affect me, so that's also fine. Definitely interesting to go bad to somebody that strong on my own, but it's fine. Seemed like a good opportunity. It's also a little bit weird to see orange go bad to red, and when I finally go bad to him, he doesn't help even a little bit. Anyhow, red's more interested in reclaiming his stuff than breaking mine, so he broke one bonus, but he's gonna have a hard time breaking all of them. I'm not even sure if he's gonna try. He's gonna remove me from Spain. I shouldn't break yellow, even though I don't like him for breaking me before. I don't think I should. I don't want to get slammed by somebody else. Now it's a little bit more problematic because it's harder for me to break red, and if I open that stack of 40, he can go through me. I still need to do it though. I need to break his bonuses. And what is that 21 for? Just to remove territories from red. Oh, I did break yellow. I didn't like that. I don't like that play. Not sure why I'm putting troops there. Maybe I want to open orange cap so that he can help. I still don't like it much. All right, yellow is gonna suicide a bunch of troops into me. This is why I think it was dumb to open to break yellow. You don't want to make multiple fights all at once. Choose one enemy and crush him to death, and then move on to another one. Not a good strategy on my part. And now with yellow, not necessarily teaming up with red, but definitely both of them having the same goal. It's going to make it much easier for red to come out of this victor. I don't think red should have opened my stack at 38. It was better off if it was locked into yellow. Oof, I'm going to slam it into yellow. All right. I definitely didn't need that stack down there, so my cap being open definitely offered me opportunities to slam into red. I'm going to leave a bunch of twos just to make it harder for red to come back. All right. Yellow's going to quit from this, so it cost me a few troops, but at least yellow won't be staying to cause any more problems. Orange is on my side. Not helping much, but at least he has some troops to eventually go into it. We're all very close in troops, so it's definitely not a done deal. But if I don't reopen red's cap, I should be fine. If I don't reopen the cap though, I don't break the bonus. It could still be smart not to open the bonus. What is that for? I should still have removed troops from red territory count just to diminish his. And I definitely need orange, and that's the problem. Orange doesn't seem too interested in helping. Where is he going now? Really not sure what's that for. Very weird move, but it's definitely not helping me in my war with red. So helping orange was not a very good thing because he's not helping out. And if I do win against red, orange will probably have a good lead over me. So definitely some mistakes were made. I don't hate my idea of attacking red. Now I'm going super passive. I'm letting red rebuild unless orange wants to do something about it. And finally, orange wants to do something. That was definitely an interesting move. Not doing anything to see if orange would help. Otherwise, it worked out anyways. If orange is willing to help, it's definitely going to make it much easier. Now I can reclaim Germany. I can break Italy. Whoa, why didn't I? I do not know what's going on. Okay, so I just don't trust orange, I guess. So red's going to send an alliance request. I'm going to be on board with it. We can both attack orange. Now I'm a little bit more open. I don't need to break blue to break into orange. And I don't trust orange enough. And red is good enough to forgive and ally up with me, which is definitely good. He's also not lining up to attack orange too much. So I shouldn't go hard into orange. I should just wait till red gets ready for it. Yeah, just being patient. I think breaking red or orange would have been a very bad move. I'm not generating much troops. Definitely not as much as red. And I don't want to go to this war alone. So I'll side up with red if I can trust him, but at the moment I don't. Red is happy generating all these troops. So he's in no rush attacking orange. Orange asking me to attack red. I don't think I will. You've had your chance to ally with me, and you did not help out. So now I'll be waiting. You're both making way more troops than me. I will see who I want to side with. All right, orange is going to claim yet another bonus. Oh, red's going to go for yellow's cap. That was dumb. Do I want to take yellow cap? Probably. It's also worth 2 cards. Yeah, so we're continuing our war against red. Gonna claim another bonus too. Leave some very small defense. It's definitely a good opportunity. And also the 116 of red is not open. I was going to work with red, but seems like he was too passive to do anything about orange. And so now I prefer to work with orange, claim another bonus and another cap, and see what happens from there. Orange should be happy about this. He also has the lead on me. I don't think I'll be catching up to him, even with 3 caps, but I could be wrong. But even if I do, I'm like 90 troops behind, so it will take a while. Red's only going to slam me. He also has no line to break orange. It's going to break 2 bonus, which makes sense. All right. He didn't fortify any troops out, so I can just reclaim and leave defenses. Just making it harder for him to retake. I could have went a little bit harder to remove more territories from red. But I guess I also want orange to be in this war. Orange now has 100 troops on me, so I would definitely love some help from orange. I don't think he wants to open the cap, and I think it's also smart. He's also leaving some defense against me, so he doesn't trust me fully. But he's also putting a lot of troops towards blue, which would be not good for him. He's going to lose a bunch of troops. So that's good news for me. It may reduce orange edge over me. Red is still going to break 2 bonus from me. It's definitely making it hard for me to catch up to orange in any ways. All right, we'll see how that happens. Yeah, red can still break over there, but it's going to be much harder for him to break anything else. He has 4 cards though, so it's possible. Orange gonna slam some troops, try and claim Eastern Europe. I cannot let that happen, but he's also too strong for me to do much about it. That's definitely unfortunate. I wish I could work with red, but I don't think I can. Oh, wow. All right, so I broke 1 territory from orange. I don't think it was too smart of a move. Maybe I'm hoping red helps up, but if that help doesn't happen, it's gonna be super bad. Yeah, so orange breaks. No surprise. He's opening my cap, which is definitely good for me because now I can break him, which I couldn't before. All right, I hope orange does any kind of help. He does. So I think red is really good because he understands the power of alliances. And even though we've been at war for so long, he understands that we need to team up against orange. And so it's better to work with red than to work with orange, who was just like crushing in terms of generating more troops and not doing much about it. So I didn't break any more bonus from orange, but also slammed 2 stacks, so red should be happy about this. Also, the stacks of orange are locked over there, so I don't want to open this and let the 50 come through. I think it's fine. Orange is only 90 troops ahead. I think if me and red continue to attack, it's going to be much easier to catch up to him. This is why you need to keep your mind open about allying with someone and just like switching up the alliance. Just because you're at war with somebody doesn't mean you need to end that war. And it's possible to switch around, especially when you get down to 3 players. You absolutely need somebody to work with to kill somebody. All right, I'm gonna keep smacking stack of orange. I love that. So working with orange was fine, but he stopped attacking red at some point, and that was very bad for me. All right, orange gonna lose a bunch of troops to claim this bonus. He probably planned on breaking me from the bottom, which was smart, by the way. But, well, smart. Not to smash a 44 troops to get there. But, all right, red's gonna get most of the breaking from orange. However, now his cap is open and he can slam very hard into orange if he wants to. Can also reclaim Scandinavia if he wanted. Looks like he does. He might even take Germany. There's nothing wrong with claiming something else. I still need to be careful though, because not every ally will see it this way. All right, so this is fine, even though he attacked 5 stack of mine for no good reasons. All right, I'm gonna break orange in both bonuses because no stacks are open to me this way. And I could 45 from my cap, something just to be a little bit safe. Yeah, that seems fine to me. That 67 is still locked, cannot go up. So now orange is second in troops. Red is catching up, and I'm in the lead. Red is generating 24 a turn. I think that's more than me at the moment. He's also going to claim Germany. It doesn't bother me too much, but I hope red stays loyal and keeps attacking orange. I definitely don't want to attack this, so I cannot retake that bonus. I'm only making 23 a turn. Red's going to make 29, maybe even 30. That's fine. I probably thought these were connecting, but it's fine to make sure orange doesn't go through. We'll see what orange wants to do. Looks like he's going for a break on red. At least it's going to slow down red a little bit. Maybe red does something impulsive. All right. Red has a very strong defense. Okay, not sure I liked opening the sack of 67. I guess in the moment I thought maybe it was more mad against orange than me. But I still think it's very risky to open this. I also wanted a bonus, which also makes sense. We'll see how this shakes up. Right now I prefer to work with red than orange, but that could always switch. Red is now being very passive. All right, he's keeping some defense, doesn't trust me fully. That 50 can break me, but it cannot claim any capital, so that's safe. So 29 for red, 28 for me. Why am I opening the 67 from any position? Looks like I'm trying to be friend with orange, so he can claim the bonus at the bottom. But if he breaks me, I will have a hard time breaking him back. Definitely a lot of faith in display. But we already know that orange is not a good ally to work with. So I'm not sure I like this. It's a little bit of a stalemate, and red's gonna go bad to me. Yep. Only break one bonus though. I don't know if he's trying to test me or something. I'll break 3 of his bonuses. Open his cap, which I don't think is great. But so far in this game, I haven't been playing my best. Also, my cap at the bottom is vulnerable. It's possible that the 100 goes for it. And even if he were to lose most of his troops, he could still fortify 100 back on his cap. So I don't like that move too much. Orange is now going to claim Russia. Or no, not yet. Oh, so I don't know why I gave back a bonus to orange and broke red. I definitely think me and red had a better team than me going with orange, because orange is not doing anything, and I should not be surprised about that. So definitely not loving this. And I should need to stop opening the red's cap. I don't need to break all of his bonuses. This looks fine to me. I'm asking orange to attack red. Not sure if he will. Nope. Orange is going to stay passive. Surprise, surprise. Who would have thought? I broke the alliance with orange. I'm hoping he freaks out and just ask again. Really don't think I'm playing well this game. I should just take Italy and leave red alone. I think that's a fine play. It's definitely better to work with red than orange. Orange probably not sure what to do. Probably sees that I didn't break red. Now he probably wants to break me. Decisions, decisions. Okay, still stay passive. So nothing happened. We're all even in troops. It's everyone's game. Red's gonna claim another bonus. Probably gonna be generating the most now. I'll probably take a card and pass. 27 troops a turn for me. 20 for orange. I think orange should claim Russia. Orange is going to remain passive. Stack his troops next to blue capital just for 2 cards. It's just super dumb. If he ever goes for it, he's going to lose 100 troops to get it. He would make 6 troop back every turn. So it would take him like, I don't know, 15 turns to break even from this. Obviously, he could get a good roll, but still not a good move. I also didn't see how much red made a turn. Need to pay a little bit more attention. I'm first in troops, worth mentioning. Orange gonna take a card and pass. Keep stacking on blue. Still gonna be good for me when he does claim that cap because he's gonna be somewhat open to attack orange. We're really in a stalemate moment. We're just all taking a card and pass. Seeing who wants to help who. All right, orange going for Russia. And he's not gonna leave any defense next to red. It's just testing red to see if red's gonna let him have it. Looks like the answer is maybe. Yes, red's gonna let him have it. And he only attacked my troops. All right, looks like red and orange are very friendly. They're leaving no defense to each other. I'm not sure if that means they're teaming up on me. Definitely could be the case. Most of my troops are on cap though, so besides breaking my bonus, there's really not much they can do. So yes, orange is gonna lose 100 troops going to get black cap. He has strong defense, but he still lost so many troops. Red now has the most troops. Looks like red wants to get Eastern Europe. I should let him have it, because once he get it, he'll probably cause problems with orange. It's also the only place I can take a card, so I'm definitely not going to skip for red. He's already making the most troops. We'll see how that goes. Orange is putting troops next to red. It's also the only place he can claim troops as well, so even if red is lining up to get it, I don't think it's going to work. Red is already generating the most troops with 29 a turn, so I think he should be fine with that and not try to claim more. Looks like his eyes are now on Spain. He really wants another bonus, I think. Yeah, definitely looks like that. It's not a good move because it's going to cost him like, I don't know, 50-ish troops to get it. And it's a +4, so it's going to take him 12 turns to break even from this. And also, if he generates too much, it's possible that me and orange lines up against him. We'll see how it shakes out, but I don't think it's a good move anyways. Red's still going to do it, though. He's going to lose 25 troops right now. He's going to line up for the other one. It's also opening my cap, which is definitely not great. I'm going to put very small defense around in case somebody wants to break me. I'm yawning because the game is taking too long, and definitely not much is happening. I would definitely love for a war to go, but looks like orange and red were not good allies to go to war with. Red was a better ally, but all right, is red? All right, orange is back in this game. Looks like I thought maybe he was disconnecting. Orange putting a bunch of defense down there. I don't mind it. He can break whenever he wants. Red's gonna lose 38 troops to get Spain. It's gonna leave some troops to defend. So it did cost him 63 troops to get that territory. I don't think that was smart. The green kill's on the table, but it's not worth anything. Besides maybe some points in the game. I'm not 100% sure about that. Orange is taking a lot of time. I'm not sure if he's having connection issues or if he's just thinking about what to do. I'm asking red to attack orange. All right, red is understanding, asking me the same thing. I would definitely love to go to war with someone. But red is just going to take 2 territories from orange. I don't know if this is your way of saying we're going to war. All right, maybe orange doesn't trust me and I don't trust him. So I moved 60 troops ahead of red just because red lost so many troops to claim Spain. He's going to make it back, but it's still going to take a little bit of a while. It's probably why he doesn't want to attack. He just wants to make back the troops he lost and even generate the lead. It's definitely favorable for him to continue the stalemate as long as possible. And like I said, I also don't think he trusts me, which I don't really blame him for. Ugh, but it's taking so long. I don't know what to do about this. I should probably send an alliance request to Orange to see what he wants to do. Something needs to happen. Red has all his stack locked, so he's probably one of the easiest to go to war against because it will take too much time for him to move his stacks around. I'm removing my troops, putting them on my cap in case Orange wants to break through me to go to red. At least I won't be losing the troops. Also, the stacks were not too beneficial for me. See how that happens. Both of my opponents really love having stacks around. At least orange stacks are a little bit more open than red. Alright, maybe orange decides to go back to red. Alright, these are just defensive troops. Not sure if red will like this. He's matching the defense. I definitely love that. It could start creating conflicts, especially now, because red raised his defense quite a bit compared to orange. Orange may want to take the initiative and break red before the reverse happens. We'll see. Maybe red wants to slam it. Red is now back on first in troops. And he has a huge stack pointing at red. I'm taking a card and pass and just hoping for hell to break loose. Small thing too, with them attacking this specific territory, now my cap is open to claim orange cap, which it wasn't before when that was owned by me. So it's probably why I started fortify some troops there, in case I would like to do that move to orange. Maybe that wasn't the case. Maybe I was just like adding a few extra troops just to be a little bit more safe. Because I did it on the other cap as well, and I don't think it was the same idea. Anyhow, we're still all even in troops. Very close. We just need something to be going on. Looks like the game's going to be another half an hour. But we're going at 2x speed, so another 15 minutes and it should be done. I may skip this a little bit because it's not going anywhere. Let's just wait for some action. Red keeps on stacking to me. Not sure if he's going to break at some point. I think red would be so much more threatening if all of his troops would be on one single stack. So all of these troops, that would be like 500 stack or something. That could be open to break me or orange. But these stacks is just like 3 of them are locked. They're just defensive stacks. All right, let's see if something happens soon. Red's gonna add more troops next to me. Maybe orange breaks. Not yet. Maybe orange wants to claim Eastern Europe now, because he's leaving a stack out. Not sure. Everyone's just waiting. Red has a small lead, about 50 troops on everyone. Well, 50 troops on me. Not everyone. Yeah, more like 70. He did turn set though, so he has a big stack open to me. Yawning again because this game is taking way too long. Just make up your mind. Like, Orange is definitely going for Eastern Europe. That's going to make things unfair and give him the lead. So this could shake things up. Also, nobody would have a free card to take. So we'll see if that creates war. It's also going to be very expensive for Orange to claim Eastern Europe. He needs to smash a stack of 80. Not sure what Orange plan is here. Maybe he just wanted the extra territories. I don't know. At this point, I definitely don't think I will initiate anything. I'm now 100 troops behind both. So they're generating way more than me. And I have no way to expand no more. All right, red is going to leave a stack there. So orange has no cards. Does that create anything? Or is everyone happy to stop taking cards? This could be interesting. Interesting play by red. Not sure. All right, orange is going to take a card on me. I don't have any easy access to fight back, so that makes sense. I'm asking red to attack orange. Is orange gonna skip or? All right, he's gonna slam a stack. We do have a homie in this war. Is he gonna break Russia too? Because he slammed a bunch of troops now. Okay, he's gonna break me. To open my cap, maybe? Maybe that was a friendly move, not sure. Probably. He wants me to break Russia, see if he can trust me. I'm gonna smash some stacks as well. It's pretty much the best I could do. I was definitely not gonna slam a stack of 200 to go down. Orange still has 3 bonuses, but he's getting teamed on. And orange is taking a lot of time, not knowing what to do. He definitely has no easy access on red, so he can break red's bonuses, but not all of them. All right, maybe even orange quits this game. If that's the case, it would be a 1v1. Not sure if he's really quitting or if he's just fake botting to come back in the game afterwards, so that's definitely a worry. Red's gonna go bad to me, no surprise. But I also have only 2 bonuses. And it looks like he will only break one of them. Maybe he's going to orange. Maybe he doesn't know that orange quit. No. All right, but he also 45 all the way back to his cap, which I think is a mistake. Because now we're at war and your stacks are locked. So I'm going to claim my bonus back. Break some of his bonus. Okay, I opened the 259, but he cannot take my cap, so that's not too bad. I'm gonna slam a stack over there. I shouldn't open the cap. I'm gonna slam, oh, another stack as well. All right, so me and red are even in troops, but I have bonuses, he doesn't, and it's gonna be hard for him to do anything about it. If orange comes back into this game, it's gonna be a very nightmare. We're gonna be losing just because of that stupid move that some people do. They disconnect for like 3 minutes and come back because they know they've started a war. Heads up. We'll see. All right, red's gonna suicide his troops, which is definitely good for me. I'm now 100 troops ahead of red. That was definitely the plan. All right, perfect. He's just surrendering, which also is dumb. He should have just bought it out instead. This way he has a chance of getting second place. Not just a chance, like after 10 minutes, orange just gets MIA and you absolutely get second place. So now I'm only focusing on orange in case he comes back. I'm definitely screwed if he does, but I'm definitely gonna do all that I can to diminish the amount of troops he gains, maximize the amounts I gain, claim all the troops I can. Probably gonna claim Germany, Spain, and Iceland next turn, because these are all the bonuses I can get for rather cheap. I also want to play as fast as possible in order for orange to skip his turn. I should go for Iceland next. Also smashing some troops from orange, because orange, as you can see, is still 250 troops ahead of me. So even if he was to come back 10 minutes after, he would still have a very big edge over me. It might not even be winnable at this point. Definitely don't want to open the 136 cap over there. Smashing that stack was also good. So we're now only 200 troops behind. And if we play turn faster, which is what I'm trying to do, it gives me extra troops as well. So 63 a turn. Perfect. Claim another bonus as well. 45 on another cap. Probably just want to take a card over here or on red, one of the two, to play as fast as possible. Don't open this cap for now. I can probably stack on this cap to be able to smash it down the road. Looks like I'm gonna go for green for the extra bonus. I don't think it's good though. I think I should have smashed troops onto orange instead. Because now it's costing me 80 troops to do this. I'm gonna make an extra 8 a turn, but that's 10 turns to generate, so it's just not that great. All right, opening the cap. We're even in troops now, so if he doesn't come back soon, it's gonna be game over. I think at this point it's game over. I don't think he can come back from this. All right. Not sure why I didn't smash. It's probably faster at this point just to let the timer run down. We don't see the timer, so we know it's 10 minutes after he disconnects. But it's probably faster just to let him go MIA than for me to kill him. But I could have done better. All right, easy victory at this point. Let's just clean this board. Let's see the rankings. I would think red was the best player in this lobby. Orange was super passive, but I think red was very good. He doesn't deserve the beginner tag. General Fop, I think it was very good. General Karnik, not that great. Anyways, maybe we'll see the overall ranking. I love to do that in the end. I'm not sure if you saw. It was up to 10 placed. There it is. Anyways, 2 videos coming to you every single day. So if you like what you're seeing, keep an eye out because they're coming every day, twice a day. Thank you and see you very soon. Bye-bye.